Good morning. My name is Darnell King. I go by Red, White, Black. I represent a group I've created that's called the Trio Lunatics. Um, Today's date is August 26, 2023. I just came from the Deadman Show last night, and uh, it was it was a very, very fun experience. Excuse me, I get a little choked up. Unfortunately, August 23rd, 2023, just 3 days ago, we lost Terry Funk. And I could tell you this. Before I get on with the Dead Man review, I just want to clear the. Just want to get this out the way. Um, I don't know too much about Terry Funk. I've seen him wrestle a couple times on TV, but of course, I've never seen him live. Uh, he was wrestling even before my mother was even thought of. So there's that. I think I seen him in one match with Mick Foley, and if my memory serves me correct, I do recall him being in ECW. So at one point of his career, so I'm not really too familiar with Terry Funk, but I know Terry Funk that has just recently passed, died at the age of 79. He lived a full life, even with the career that he had and the things that I've seen him do. So all I want to say is rest in peace to Terry Funk. Uh, just a day later, after that, August 2000. I'm sorry, August. You have to excuse me. I just woke up and this is the first thing I did. August 24th, 2023. Just a day after Terry Funk's death, we tragically lost Wyndham Rotunda. I'm sorry. We know him as Bray Wyatt. And this one kind of hurted me a lot. He was. I've met a lot of wrestlers in my time. I just always wanted the chance to meet him in person. Sometimes things don't always work your way. Anyway, due to complications of COVID-19, he's died of a heart attack. We just found that out earlier in the day yesterday. Bray Wyatt was one of a kind. He wasn't wrestling long, not under that gimmick. I know for sure because he started off as Husky Harris, and that's back when he was in NXT, and they sent him off and they repackaged him. But Bray Wyatt had a very creative mind. I was very excited to see him back in the ring after he got called back in. He got reinstated into the WWE after being released in 2021 in the summer. Bray Wyatt was a very creative figure. He was only 36 years old when he passed, and I'm for sure going to be one of them guys that misses him a lot. Trying to get through this without choking up is a little difficult. So, because I cried about it a lot the previous night. If we all can, please bow our head in silence for 10 ring bells for Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt. right. With that being said, so much happened in this 1 week. It's been a chaotic week. Today is Saturday. Like I said, Saturday, 2023, off August 26th. And I just came from the Deadman Show last night, the one Deadman Show by The Undertaker. I had the privilege of experiencing the VIP package, which was kind of odd. How the setup was, the pacing was just weird. It was like watching WWE. The pacing was just weird. So the first thing I did, I made sure I got there like at least half an hour early. Parked my car. I had a decent parking spot. Parked my car, and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, by the way. I will show you other things that I've gotten from that in a minute. But yeah, I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and the Deadman was scheduled to appear here on August 25th, 2023. So the VIP package, how it is that they had me waiting out line. They had me waiting outside in line. I was like one of the first 10 people that were there. So the VIP doors opened at 6 o'clock. And the VIP doors, well, actually, we weren't scheduled to go in till 6:30. The doors just didn't open till 6, which was kind of, whatever. But they was just waiting for people to get there. It did take a little minute for people to actually start showing up. It was like near the time that it was made available for us to actually walk in. So I met a bunch of fun, cool people along the way. The wrestling community has always been the best. Anyway, with this VIP package, the doors open to us at 6:30. So we walk in, and as soon as we walk in, we walked into this place called the Pageant. Now, this was my first time being there, so it was an experience of its own. But the place was called the Pageant, okay? I have a couple videos I'm going to post up throughout this video. I'm here at the Pageant, waiting in line right now. VIP package tickets. About to meet the Deadman, the Undertaker. Hopefully I'll be able to leave it on video. Probably not, because they're kind of strict with these phones. Yeah. When I get closer, I'll put up the video again. But yeah, the place is called a Pageant, and as soon as you walk in, it's like a little holding area, and then you go, a check-in area, not, the check IDs or whatever, not like that. So what they do is, I still got the stamp on my damn hand a little bit. So the first thing they do is, as soon as you walk in, you show your VIP package ticket, you know what I'm saying, let them know that you're verified to come in. You also, because this place was a bar, you also had to show ID at the door. So you had to show your VIP package ticket and your ID at the door. As soon as you go through the door, what else? Yeah, as soon as you go through the door, they have you waiting another line. Like I said, by me being one of the first 10 people that was there, it took me no time to actually, see him, meet him in person. So, they have the little green screen type banner up there that says The Undertaker, and it says the name of the show, One Deadman Show. Here's a moment of truth. Right? And you see a lot of silhouettes behind it. And there's this one guy, he was trolling us. He looked just like Undertaker, but had the ponytail, the goatee, the whole 9 yards. But he just kept poking his head. I'm like, that is it. It wasn't him. So, while we were waiting, I had a few conversations with other members of the wrestling community, and that killed some time. The meet and greet, like I said, started at 6:30. This is very important. Soon as soon as I got to the back, I got a chance to beat the Undertaker. He shook my hand, asked me what my name was, which was quite appealing to me because, you know, most people don't ask what your name is. So he asked me what my name is, and I told him, you know, I choked up a little bit because I was, you know, this guy is huge. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the fact that who he was, it was just how huge he was. I was to this dude's like chest. Like, I'm 5'4", this guy's 6'10". So, and I told him, I said, man, it feels damn good to finally meet you live. I mean, it's under different circumstances, but, you know, nevertheless, I was happy to meet him. And he said, oh, no problem, brother, you know. Very friendly guy. Probably one of the friendliest wrestlers I've met throughout my meet and greets. They flew by the meet and greet. So you probably was talking to Undertaker for maybe, I want to say 45 seconds between a minute and 45 seconds. I think you have to excuse me. I just woke up. And which was cool, you know. And then while you were waiting in line, I remember they have you fill out a piece of paper telling you you have to fill out your name and then fill out the question you wanted to ask, and not only that, state where you were from. You have to write that all down on a piece of paper. So anyway, the show didn't start till 9 o'clock. I want you to really think about that. The VIP meet and greet is supposed to have been over at 7:30, but the show didn't start till 9 o'clock. So you had an hour and a half to kill. And luckily for me, it was easy because I had people to talk to pass by the time, but it felt kind of rough. The show was over around like 10:30. Actually, he started wrapping up before 10:30. We were done at like 10:30. We wrapped up at 10:30, which was wasn't too bad. So I went to the bar, bought me a drink, and, you know, sat down in my chair, which was easy to find. Even though, like I said, this is a new venue for me. I've never been there, but my chair was very easy to find because they had everything labeled just perfectly. So I'm sitting there drinking, talking to the same people that I've just met in the line waiting. After that, we stopped talking. Then we went to the concessions stand and had a lot of WWE employees back there. Well, a couple of WWE employees back there because there was a few out in the front. They had a custom-made Undertaker belt. It had everything back there was Undertaker themed. Like, they had a special custom-made Undertaker themed belt that was $500. They had an Undertaker urn that was like a legit urn that was like this big. That was like $100. They had some Hall of Fame custom-made Undertaker rings. That was like $100. You know, Funko Pops, plushies, you name it, they had it. I went when I got there to the concession stands. I bought this. This right here is Undertaker's One Deadman Show limited edition shirt. As you can see, it gives you the dates of his tour right behind it. Pretty awesome shirt. I bought that. That was $40. Let's see what else I've gotten. While I was at the concession stand, one of the attendants told me to buy this. This is an Undertaker Hall of Fame replica coin. He didn't really explain too much to me about it, but he did say these went fast, and he wasn't lying. They sold out like in 5 minutes. So I'm pretty glad that I was able to get this. While doing the meet and greet, you get this. Bear with me for a second. Okay. You get a WWE like plastic bag for you to hold all your concessions that you just bought, or you can use it to hold your phone. I'll get to that in a minute. This right here is an autograph signed picture of the Undertaker. I was afraid that you had to bring some, but I think I did remember them saying that you couldn't bring anything in there. So I was glad they had something like this. What came for free was the bag and the autograph picture of the Undertaker. Excuse me. Okay. The tickets that I paid for, I went through Ticketmaster. The ticket was like $400, which I was like, oh, awesome. You know what I'm saying? I had the money at the time, but after you go through through the processing fees and all this other bull crap and taxes and shit like that, the ticket turned out to be a little bit over $500, which was still fine. You know, I had the money at the time, so I just went and paid for them. Because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to meet someone like the Undertaker, and there's no telling whether or not he's going to be traveling through St. Louis or any other city for that matter after this tour is done. You know, I would prefer to let the man rest. He's done enough for us. Uh, so while we were talking and waiting, uh, we had time to kill. So we was talking about favorite wrestlers, favorite WWE moments, favorite Undertaker moments, favorite storylines, you know, etc. So by the time when it was time for us to finally meet, well, not meet him, but for him to come out, I should say, it was getting close to 9 o'clock. The time of the show start. The place was damn near dead when we were there, of course, because we was a VIP. So we was all right next to the stage, probably like a few rows back. It started getting packed when it was close, of course, to showtime. So 9 o'clock. So 9 o'clock hits, and before 9 o'clock hits, and they were playing some very noticeable music. I think I heard Kid Rock, and it played some songs that the Undertaker was, you know, it sounds like an Undertaker playlist they were playing, uh, which I didn't have a problem with because I love rock. I mean, I'm very versatile when it comes to music. But anyway, so you know, they got the smoke going. They got his purple lights. They got a bottle of Jack, 2 shot glasses. They had a beer and ice. You know what I'm saying? So they prepared. Anyway, so around showtime, they played the Undertaker's theme, but they didn't play what he normally comes out to, the original, you know, his original thing. They played his American Badass gimmick song, you know, keep rolling, rolling, and they played that shit. So it was pretty. It was live in there, man. It was very loud. So the Undertaker finally comes through the curtains, and it's just like being in a wrestling audience, man. But this show is specifically for this one man, this one legend. The first thing I could tell you, he's gotten, when he came out, he got at least a 4 minute ovation, a 4 minute standing ovation. Like, he had to tell people like to calm down, sit down, because we just me personally, I appreciate everything he's done for us, and I'm sure everybody that was in that building that night felt the same way. And like I said, it was like at least a 4 minute standing ovation. Uh, it was it was quite an experience. I'm not going to go through too much of what he said because I want you to experience it for yourself. But anyway, the first thing he did, the first things he said was, you know, he loves St. Louis, one of the best wrestling cities, countries, towns that ever existed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was renting on. He was. Oh my God! It was quite an experience, and he showed our city love, and he said he will be happy. He'll be very happy to come back here because he said St. Louis has always been one of his favorite places. So I don't know right now if he talks like that on stage to every city that he performs in front of or whatever, but he really did make us feel like we were special when he told us that St. Louis is one of his favorite places to come to when he was active, favorite places to come to when he was wrestling. So That was a treat itself. But he said, I will say this much. After he showed out City Love, what he did next was he brung up Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt. And he started choking up just as much as my punk ass is about to do right now. But, and, while he was talking, he got very emotional, and he had us bow our heads for 10 bells, just like I just had you do earlier. And after that, the show went on, and he started talking more, and he gave us stories about Tory. I'm thinking about Dory. He gave us a story about Terry Funk, and he was talking about how Terry Funk was one of the toughest men he met. Saying, said something about a show that Terry Funk's back was messed up. He had damn near had a broken back, and was very uncomfortable during the flight. And they were flying to a show, and he said Terry Funk went through that damn match with that damn near broken back. And he said, yeah, this guy is amazing. He said he met Terry Funk doing WCW, and he said that Terry Funk gave him his first wrestling name, which was Mean Mark Callis. And he gave such a very funny story about that, and he gave Terry Funk his flowers. Not too long after that, very shortly after that, he switched the subject over to Bray Wyatt, and he was talking about when Bray Wyatt, Wyndham Watoda, and Taylor, which is Bo Dallas, his brother. He said the IRS introduced him to them while they were kids, like yay high. And he gave a funny story about when Bray Wyatt kicked him in his leg as hard as he could after he introduced himself to him, and then he ran off. And he said he was happy to finally give him a receipt after all them years at WrestleMania. So that was a funny story. And he gave Bray Wyatt his flowers after that. You have to excuse me if I'm stammering. Like I said, I just woke up and I'm still emotional about the situation. Anyway, like I said, I'm not going to go through everything he said. I will go through the opening bit, which I just did. So he tells you a few stories about his career and the crazy shit that he's been through. Then I want to say after the last 30 minutes of the show, he went and started answering people's questions. I think like 5 names was called, because all the questions that everyone asked were damn good questions, and he gave a lengthy explanation and a lengthy answer to that question about what they asked. So mine was next, but unfortunately mine didn't get asked, which is okay. I didn't really trip off of it. I was just happy to meet the guy. Was it worth it? I will say this. If you get the VIP package, you're going to lose your phone early. And they had like these like pouches that only they could open. Like once your phone is in there, it's in there. It's not coming out. I'm letting you know that now. Unless you tell them that you're going to leave the building and then come back, then they'll put the phone in the pouches if you do decide to come back whenever you do. But besides that, I posted a couple videos throughout this video. It's me waiting in line to meet him. I had my phone on video mode when it was my time to meet the Undertaker, but I guess he switched it back to photo mode, so you didn't really hear me talk to him or get the chance to actually see him. I will post up a picture though. But yeah, this has been a very emotional week. for everyone in the wrestling community. It's just too much happening, and when I got the news about Bray, I thought it was a prank or something, because like they were saying that he was almost cleared to wrestle again and stuff like that. So I was like, the first thing I saw when I heard about it said R.I.P. Bray Wyatt. I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah, it turned out to be real. So I will be sending proceeds through the charity for his family shortly after this video. But yeah, I noticed no one posted up a video about the VIP package, so I was like, what the hell? I posted one by myself. Yeah, so that's that. Like I said, show was over at 10:30. I made it home by like 11 o'clock because of traffic, but it was definitely worth it. If you want to get the VIP package, it's available through Ticketmaster. It's gonna say $400, but you're gonna end up paying a little bit over $500, of course, with taxes and fees. It was definitely worth meeting him. It was definitely worth getting to experience his WWE career with him. Yeah, even he even got personal. So it was kind of funny. Even as emotional as last night was, he had a couple people that I was talking to that they was trolling Undertaker and stuff like that. It just made my night. This one guy came to me and told me that he told the Undertaker that Kane was his favorite wrestler, and he said he's sure that he's sure he gets that a lot, and that just made my night. That made my night. That shit was hilarious. But yeah. If you're thinking about going to go see The Undertaker, this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, please go do it. Purchase your ticket right away. You know what I'm saying? Because this guy right here has done so much for the wrestling industry, and it just felt good to give back. And it was finally, like I said, that was my first time to meet him live. So when you get there, if you're trying to get concessions from the concession stand, bring some money. Because the shit is not cheap. It's just as much as standard WWE shop merchandise, I should say. So yeah, definitely do that, and I hope to see you guys all soon, and future videos. I will be posting up videos pretty soon, but I just wanted to post this up because I felt it was appropriate at the time. So with that being said, yeah, this was a hell of an experience. Check it out for yourself. I'm not going to repeat what he told us while we was in there. There was a reason why we couldn't record or take pictures of him on the stage. They made that very, very clear. That's why they gave him a little security pouches to put your phone in. But yeah, with that being said, thank you for watching. Yeah, check it out whenever he comes to town. So I will be going to SmackDown, which will be here 2 weeks from now. So rest in peace to Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt, and go experience the Deadman Show. Peace.